Assalamu alaikum. Today we discuss about is selling on on Amazon FBA still worth or not. As the year comes to a close, many ask is Amazon FBA worth it in 2022 and beyond. In short, yes, but let's go over why. In 2022, Amazon revenue was a hopping $386 billion up to $280 billion in 2019, and nearly half 54% of that revenue is driven by third-party sellers. Of those third-party sellers, 92% of them was fulfillment by Amazon FBA to manage their Amazon businesses. While competition has increased on Amazon and other e-commerce platforms, so has the demand for online shopping. 62% of consumers start their products searches on Amazon. In the article, we'll explain why selling on Amazon FBA in 2022 is still worth it or not. How much do Amazon seller makes? The question that every new seller asks, how much can I make selling on Amazon? Let's look like at some starts on what current seller profit for selling products of Amazon FBA. Nearly 85% of whom have reported profitability on Amazon. Let's see some monthly sales numbers. 50% of Amazon sellers bring in more than $5,000 in sales per month. 25% of Amazon sellers bring more than $25,000 in sales per month. 50% of Amazon sellers have reached over $50,000 in lifetime sales. 19% of Amazon sellers have earned over $1 million in lifetime sales. Monthly sales basically under $500, and percentage Amazon sellers 17%, and 501 to 1000 is 9%, 1001 to 5000 is 20%, and 5001 to 10000 almost 13%, and 10001 to 25000 12%, 25000 to 50 almost 10%, and 50001 to 10000 50,000 to 1 lakh 5%, and 1 lakh to 2 lakh 50,000 almost 5%, and more than 2 lakh 50,000 almost 6%, and 4% I don't know what they get about it. While many sellers have recently begun to sell product on Amazon with the power of Amazon supply chain, the massive customer base and new seller usually signs of success. Sure, revenue number are great, but what is the profit? I know revenue does not tell the whole story of someone's business. You could have $1 million in sales, but you have not making any money if your costs are over that. Compared to their traditional businesses such as brick and mortar, Amazon sellers are relatively higher profit margin. 68% Amazon sellers achieve profit margin greater than 10%. 36% of Amazon sellers earn at least 20% of profit margin. 20% of Amazon sellers have been lifetime profit over $1 lakh. Pros and cons on selling on Amazon. FBA is an incredible business model that allows anyone, no matter their e-commerce experience, to open an online store and list product to millions of potential customers. But in anything, the good comes with some downside. Let's quickly go over some of the pros and cons of selling on Amazon. Pros: access Amazon loyal customer base. Amazon have received early 3 billion visits per business. You can list products on a website that receives millions of visitors per day. If you use FBA, Amazon takes care of the logistics. If you use Amazon FBA program, you will send your inventory into Amazon fulfillment centers, and they will handle the storage, order fulfillment, and when customer service for you. Prime shopping: when seller use FBA to fulfillment their orders, your products will receive the Prime badge and have access to Amazon's sizable Prime customer base that order exclusively from Prime sellers. Cons: shortage fees. Since you will be storing your items in an Amazon fulfillment center, if using FBA, you will need to pay storage fees. There are two types of storage fees: monthly and long term. Planning to manage your inventory correctly will help you to avoid costly storage fees. FBA fees: for Amazon to store, pick, pack, and ship out your orders, they must charge you a fee. FBA fees depending on the size and weight of your product. Between FBA fees and referral fees, it is typically 30 to 40% for your product price. Easy to customer return item. Because of Amazon's generous return policies, some sellers may experience high return rates on their products. While it's convenient for customer, it's a hassle of sellers. It's too competitive to sell on Amazon. While the competition has increased over the past couple of years, selling on Amazon can still be profitable for a new seller, as you learn above. In fact, if you sell in the US marketplace, it is considered the least competitive Amazon marketplace. In any business should decide to pursue, there will be always competition, and competition is good because it means there is a market for your product. Nearly 6 lakh new sellers have been signed up to the sell on Amazon this year. Yes, this is vast number of sellers, but remember that Amazon's market share continue to grow every month, quarter, year. Whenever you want to look at it. So while more sellers may make things more challenging, and existing sellers, you would not necessarily to stealing sales and from each other, but sharing much larger growing customer bases. If you are new seller, don't just jump into the product without doing a research on just because it's popular. Take your time to do and proper product research needed to be successful in e-commerce and Amazon. How do I learn to sell on Amazon? This certainly is learning crew involved to navigate seller center efficiency. It is not surprising that 35% of Amazon sellers say that they need more training, and that 24% are confused about how selling on the platform works. For the opportunities available to interpret throughout the selling online be daunting, and 26% seller concerned about it.